Is that like jello and cottage cheese or something?
Yeah.
Can you see me?
There's your head with the frog
You
man.
pointed today. You pointed. So that's a good.
I like that the frog man is on the screen and it's also on the morning.
I can't see it yet. Yeah, so you pointed and you're welcome to As The Rotor Turns. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
So we're back and we're having a live one. That's really loud.
Yes.
Week before last.
I'm missing him, boy. Man, I tell you what, every night I see him. He's still douching.
It was great to meet him. We talked to him all the time, but I never actually physically seen him. He is definitely an introvert media.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Clapping cheeks, as he says. Clapping cheeks.
And what does Carlos say at the end of his phone call?
Love it.
Say I love you, Dad.
Say I love you, Dad. Yep.
It's my favorite part of the whole thing.
Oh, man. So welcome back to As The Rotor Turns. This is going to be my opinion. Carl, not your opinion. Of the rest of the company. Not the opinion of anybody at house is the rest of the company. Huh? Not the opinion of. Oh, you gotta wait some.
I think it says go live, but not live.
Oh,
I don't know. We got 3 people watching
Mine
us right now.
says live.
Okay,
Good
mine
Morning,
has to be first.
43.
so, and not the opinion of the most handsome and glorious haired doctor in the whole entire world. The king of the Jewish doctors. Don't say he told you to do it, and then go do it because he can tell. And definitely again, not the opinion of the kids the rest of the morning at work. And that being said, hello,
Hi!
it's going to be working.
I just have some windows.
She's very crazy.
Even though she just hung up.
I did
She hung
there.
up.
All right.
Oh, I hear you.
I know, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then you got the Hippo there on the hands over two.
We've already done
Yeah.
Best, a lot of
it.
What's that one?
Nothing.
He's
It's
done
fine.
it.
It's fine.
So you know what's funny?
Nobody wants to see me.
Is there's going to be a lot of Hippo talk today. A lot of Braley talk today. There was a road trip that was had here not too long.
Not for me, I was on there.
And obviously we have Braley, who's anytime you see me, guess who you see? You're gonna see Braley.
That little shadow.
Yep.
Right here.
There you go.
It's laughing
So scared to get these so close to my mouth.
Yes.
He goes like this.
A lot of Braley, man. I love me a Braley.
I've come to love me and Braley too, and now I think everybody should have them.
Yeah, can't have. You
No,
know,
not him. They have their own.
Yeah. You can only see it. The rest of them. So lots of what have yous and what nots. Last week.
Have you ever watched Yellowstone?
No.
So you gotta
man,
watch
you
it.
guys
It's about a ranger
missing
and the people that are like their people, like they do all of the things.
Yeah.
They brand them.
Oh.
We're gonna have to start branding people.
You're good friend. Nothing more than a frog and CT. That's nice.
Yes.
But I mean, that's what I'm talking about.
We could do that.
Yes.
And that would rhyme into our topic.
Yeah, absolutely.
I get to put something topical for me.
Oh, yes, we will. I love how Brady full salad is every 5 minutes.
Because you foreshadowed it 5 minutes ago.
Stay tuned. You'll see.
Stay tuned to what's coming. So what we got?
Well, we just got back from a super awesome trip. We went to Mexico.
Man,
Awesome.
they pull it off every year.
Yes, it was great. There was
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
more people, a great crowd, a great group of people that came through class to the point that people were knocking on the door asking if we had room for more.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's,
You know, what a great collection of people.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the future flight crew, first of all. Bunch of motivated people want to do this. You know, like, and then like the amount of people with military service that were in that future flight crew, that was impressive.
yeah.
So that was pretty cool. And, you know, it's just hungry for information. And what's the guy that was a paramedic for 40 years that was in the class. Oh, the old guy. Yeah, the old guy. Yeah, obviously. But it looked like he married young. You know what I mean? Like, well, not illegally, but so he was cool with class and so Corey Raker came out there. He was on
Yes.
the
You did great.
yeah, he was awesome. So that was pretty cool.
We have some water egress coming up in Broward. At the end of the month, we have we have it back on the books for 10-6. And we have our fall air medical class. Coming up. Until Friday. Changed it up a little bit, so make sure you're catching that when you're registering for that class.
Yeah, absolutely. Even the biggest thing is we got a competition going on that Saturday and Sunday. So we got local what's on. Yeah, absolutely.
And it's the
That's a
last
big one.
one.
The last one of the season, Braxton being in second place right now, being my team. I think kind of like the New York Jets with the pension issue. Down for a trophy.
Yes.
Yeah, bring that home. But it's going to go to Braxton College, right?
Same. If we were a little closer, I'm sure they'd give us a one.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, what else we got?
We've had some, interesting things in the news. That's a couple weeks. That's the other day. That's when I got really funny pop-up. A patient was actually the back of the ambulance because it caught on fire, pulling into the hospital.
I'm going to do that. What was that?
I don't know. Hawaii.
Oh, right. Truth loves her.
I've never been.
We had a couple of Hawaiian guys that work with us. We didn't know. That's just Hawaii, man. Badass dudes. But guess what? They can never convince me to visit Hawaii. Because here's the thing. It's basically Pine Hills, but with the big focus. You being from Pine Hills, Florida, what do you see?
You're not with the beach.
Yeah.
And there's so many vowels in every name.
Yeah.
We're going to go on and do a street. And,
Yeah, I was I can't even remember, but it's an interesting place.
Yeah, and their ambulance was set on fire for other reasons.
Any reason why, like still in investigation?
Still in your investigation, says the unknown reason for the fire. Patient was in the back, they were pulling into the hospital.
So I'm fatality on the patient.
Yes, the patient lost his life and the paramedic on the truck was critically injured.
What was the patient original?
It is.
And that's interesting. I wonder what happened. I mean, that's got to be a explosion or something.
Yeah.
So like, Rosh could do that, incapacitated, you can't put a patient out himself.
Yeah.
So,
It was definitely.
what was that?
I had the picture up of the accident of the fire. What I want to know, how does that work out? Like, hey, thing's on fire. I'm just gonna leave the patient. is that?
Oh, that's incapacitated.
That's crazy.
One of the most interesting things tell about vehicle fire, but this is a helicopter fire. So, Flight 3, what's it, 1999 or 2000, right after the they get an engine fire. They're transporting a brand new baby, an incubator, there's people out there with some family, I saw. Got RT and nurse back from the transport. Get an engine fire. I don't even know. You probably find it, the sound. It was actually, we were able to find it online. Like the actual radio call. Unbelievable, dude. That actually gets the
Fire light. Want to say 500, 600 feet. Calls a mayday, emergency. We have a fire on board, landing immediately over I-75 and puts it right down the highway. From the light to the call, to emergency call to the time he's on the ground, 45 seconds. Lands, the nurse and RT exit like they're supposed to. We go to the 12 o'clock position, right? He goes to the back. So how do we shut off the fire hazard?
That fucking bitch.
That fucking bitch, right? So he throttles down. Yeah, right. Hits the fire bottles, fuel engine, still burning. The helicopter was getting it. both engines on fire, and opens the back clamshell doors, burns his hands like second, third degree burns,
Oh wow.
and gets the baby out. Gets the isolate out and the baby out.
Wow.
Save the baby, save the crew because he landed the fuck out of the helicopter in the middle of the fucking highway. Pretty bad. Ahmed Mo is the guy's name. Ahmed Mo. He's a good pilot, still out there. I think, believe flying ATRT 3, Bayflight 3.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nobody helped him.
Yeah, he was
all
by
alone.
himself. Yeah. The crew moved to the front, but they were a specialty team crew, so they're not trained to do that type of stuff, you know. So at that time, now we are doing a specialty team training coming up. So they go those specialty teams that we're training, they're gonna know how to do this.
They're gonna know what to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. So what else you got, buddy?
We had some Florida man news.
Oh,
Yes, we had an alligator attack.
oh yeah, alligator season opened up this week.
Yes, but
Yeah,
this
Florida.
was actually a firefighter paramedic down in the Tampa area.
Oh,
He was swimming and they were filming a video for some training company he works for. And he rushed into the water and there was an alligator right under him and he chomped away.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
shit,
there's
huh?
some drone footage of it because they were using the drone to shoot some of the video. So all you can really see in the video is them like thrashing around and the big splashes and stuff.
oh
but
damn. Yeah, let's see that shit.
So in this video, you'll actually be able to see him too. He's talking about it. He's pretty fucked up.
I hear it. JC.
it's on the screen.
Wow.
So now, right now, you see the video, the drone footage. You see
Can't see it.
it sucks. So there's the gator coming towards him in the water, and he's swimming directly towards the gator, but he can't actually see the gator.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's crazy, man.
yeah.
What? Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
And he's talking like that because basically half of his face was ripped off and they've had
Yeah.
to reattach it. And I read a part of the article said he has to go in for another surgery because right now he's wearing a helmet to protect the
Right.
side of his head because he just couldn't handle it.
So was this Sunday? Do you know? Or that
It was
Sunday?
no, it was back on the 3rd.
Wow.
But he just got released from the hospital and they're releasing these interviews with him.
So on Sunday when they opened up there, we had we saw a bike come in. We were bringing in another patient to a hospital, and we saw a dude came in and he was sitting up in the stretcher, basically saying, "Don't lay me down. I'm gonna die if you lay me down." You could see this thing bit him across his chest from this shoulder to the other shoulder. Chest was wide open. You see the lungs expanding,
really.
stuff like that. So yeah, it was
He wasn't
crazy.
intubated or anything.
No, man, he's alive, bro. He was talking. He's
Wow.
like, I think he did fine. They went over after
Yeah.
surgery, you know. But yeah, the ambulance guys brought him in. They, stable dude, but his chest is open. You know, it's like
Yeah.
holy shit.
Yeah. That's
Gators
crazy.
are unforgiving, and they there's a lot of them right now, which is alligator season. So they're trying to thin them dudes down.
Yeah, right. They're trying to get
Yeah.
him back.
Yeah.
Now, all of these people actually have real stories of almost being killed by gators. You, on the other hand, do not. So
Oh.
just because you see a gator doesn't
No.
mean.
I have
You know.
almost died from an alligator.
Yeah. Okay.
And where were you?
I
When
wasn't
alligator-
around.
you weren't there.
I wasn't there.
Exactly. Me and an Asian basically were left there.
In Asian.
You know what I'm saying? Me
He was
and an
at
Asian.
softball.
And we almost died.
Yeah.
And luckily, the Asian smell repelled the alligator. That's why he smelled like kimchi. Yeah, that's why the alligator left. But that thing was at least 35 feet long.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
The craziest part of that entire story is that everybody you've told that knows that specific
They know that
facility, they're like, oh yeah, he's a regular.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Like
gator,
they named him.
gator hangs out all the goddamn time. Well, that place ridiculous, man.
That should be in the warning label.
That's
when
fucked up. Yeah, absolutely. Now, what do we do when we get booked for a job? What is your gator situation?
Yeah.
What
Do you have a gator?
You remember we're at Swiftwater training. Gator shows up. Remember that shit? That gator that was
How's
just
that swift water?
flowing to the dam right there, the dam.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, he lives here. Or, yeah, we're sure
he's
he lives
fine.
here. Yeah.
After everybody was in the water.
Yeah, he's like, don't worry about that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't
worry about that old guy.
Yeah.
don't worry.
Luckily, we're gonna throw Schultz to him. He loves old man meat.
Gristle.
Old man Gristle. What else you got, buddy?
So yesterday was a decently significant day for Florida.
Oh,
It's been 30 years since Hurricane Andrew made landfall.
man, I tell you what. You know what's crazy? We had moved to Florida like I think the week before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
You're like, we got a fucking gad here.
Yeah. So we were actually in Miami Lakes area when it came through.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah. So like that's what we're living out there back then. Yeah. So it's pretty, so we didn't get the bulk of it because it's kind of like still a little further south from where we were at.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
we
yeah.
still got fucking
Oh, it was still
douched a
bad.
little bit. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
I find interesting is that this was in 1992 and
Yep.
it caused $30 billion in damage.
Oh yeah.
How much would that be now?
Oh, it's big
It had to
quadruple.
be, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
You
Without
know,
a doubt.
the craziest thing is the other thing I remember from I slept through most of it.
Really?
Oh, we're in the block house in fucking
Yeah.
Miami Lakes, and nothing's gonna happen to you in that motherfucker. You throw up a nuclear bomb outside, and but the rattling of the windows and shit, the stuff. My little brother, like the wolf, fuck the beach. That's what he kept saying.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Fuck the beach, man. You move from Queens, New York, you don't see no shit like that.
Right.
So
Yeah.
so it's funny shit.
But anybody who's ever lived in Florida or been here for any amount of time always references Andrew.
Oh, yeah, that
Every
was- that was
hurricane
the storm.
season, you're talking about Andrew. It's
Yeah, it was the Katrina of our time,
Yeah.
I guess.
It
yeah,
was.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And so one thing I found in the article I was reading about it is the lessons learned in 1992 forever changed the field of emergency management and how we prepare for and respond to hurricanes.
Yep.
Thanks to the tireless work of emergency managers, first responders, and meteorologists over the last 30 years, Florida is now a national leader in emergency management, and we continue to improve our field and become more resilient in the face of future hurricanes.
You know what's crazy about that is that it's Andrew, right? So it starts with A.
Yeah.
So it's the first storm of the
It was the
season.
first one.
First storm of the season caught everybody with their pants down, and it's like that was it.
And what I think is crazy is that if you watch every year, this was an A. So like you said, first storm of the season, but
Yeah.
it wasn't until the end of August.
I know. Yeah.
Like there were no other named anything.
Yeah.
At the
no
start of
storms,
hurricane
no
season.
nothing.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It came in late. Snuck
Came in
in.
like a hurricane.
Who sings that song?
What's that girl? Miley Cyrus?
No. It's like that's a wrecking ball.
That's
mister.
a wrecking ball.
Wrecking Ball.
Fucking
Same,
good Lord.
same problems.
We have to have staff meetings. The first 30 minutes is just going through music.
And movie.
I
Yeah,
know.
music
Jeez.
and movies.
Good Lord. What else, buddy?
It's
I just had one more thing that was newsworthy. So last week on Wednesday would have been the 15th birthday of Tyree Sampson, the young man who was killed on the free fall ride in Icon Park.
Oh, wow.
So as of today, the ride is still not open. However, the owners of Icon Park are pushing to have it reopened. They're just not
sure.
putting a timeline on it. His dad came here for his birthday and said he couldn't believe as he was standing outside of Icon Park, it's business as usual for them, profit over safety. Says there's no memorial out there, no nothing. He feels there could at least be a picture. He said nothing has changed since his son died on March 24th. He worries about the safety of others. And he said he will do everything he can to fight to get Orlando Freefall shut down and removed from Icon Park. These guys got a lot of money, power, and a lot of influences. I don't got that, but what I do got is the heart of a lion, and I love my son unconditionally.
Yeah, man. It's underestimate the love of a child. You know what
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
saying? That what somebody will do for them.
Oh, yeah.
And he was his only child.
Oh, man.
he's gonna blow that place up.
I can imagine I cannot imagine what that feels like to have a living monument to your son, like just a reminder that your son's gone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Poor man. My heart breaks, man. My heart
Yeah.
breaks. You know, I wouldn't know what to do if my douche was gone.
Right.
You know,
And he still has a lot of life to live, but this kid, he was just barely in high school.
he's a little
He's
baby.
a baby.
He's a kid. I mean, he's a giant baby, but he's a
Well,
kid.
yeah, but
Yeah.
he still was in a matter of life and experience. He was just a baby.
Yeah.
And they would appreciate a memorial, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
And you know why
amazing
they
that-
don't want to?
What's that?
It's poor business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Of
gonna scare
course.
somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck
Yeah.
And
business.
that's what those fuckers are doing.
You
That's
know,
why he's
I
saying
would-
profit
like,
over safety.
Exactly. All he wants is a memorial. Remember my son. That's all.
Yeah.
You know, I think people would still
Be
come.
safe.
People would
Yeah.
still come ride your ride. You're not gonna lose any money if you just fucking immoralized it.
And
The
you say,
fact that-
we are sorry. We're going to keep this as safe as possible.
Yes.
Yeah. That's all they have to do.
Even change make the rules named after this kid. You know,
Yeah.
like your safety check will be named after him. Something. Dude,
Yeah.
you know,
That's actually a really good idea.
well, you know, I'm a good idea guy.
And that's not an uncommon thing.
Right.
No.
Absolutely.
There are so many things in our world now that are named after a horrific tragedy. And Amber Alert
Amber Alert.
Yeah.
Yes,
is,
ma'am.
is named
Annie.
because
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay,
Yeah.
Annie?
Yeah. Yeah. that's
it all
yeah.
unfortunately so much of what we know has come from tragedy, but it also allows the grieving families and the grieving parents to make sure that it is remembered, and hopefully it will prevent the same thing from happening to somebody else.
Yeah. You know, where does the name Annie doll come from? You know where that comes from?
The what?
Well, I thought
Annie though?
I thought it was the person who drowned, or the person.
Oh, man,
Didn't she drown, and then they were attempting to resuscitate her?
Well, it's actually an interesting story there where that comes from. So there is a picture of a girl that drowned in the River Sinise, and nobody knew the girl's name. But they would make these masks off the girl's face. They kind of like these plain masks.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the death mask.
Yeah, the death mask.
Okay.
So basically,
Yeah,
it comes from
yeah.
that picture of that girl that drowned in the River Sinise. So when they start making these CPR mannequins, they always would call the girl in the picture Annie, but wasn't her name. So it's just
Where
where
the
it
name
comes
they
from.
came up with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So there you go, a little piece of EMS history.
Good to
I
know.
love how many history lessons we get in a day.
Well, it comes out. It comes around. Sometimes I turn monk. I don't even know what I say. Kind of crazy. Kind of some crazy shit. Anyways, what else? Anything else, buddy?
No, now we're gonna shoot over to Mr. Braley.
Braley, we have
Oh,
5
bro.
minutes of education, and we can just give that to the people right now, please.
And then we're
buddy-
gonna have like 10 minutes of Braley story time.
Oh man, do we have some
that's
Braley
gonna
story
be-
time? So we get Braley on the timer clock, right?
Right. Hold on, I'm getting there.
Oh,
not
no,
30
no,
minutes.
no.
Woo.
No, 30 minutes. I mean, it feels like 30
Go.
minutes.
Go.
Feels like
I
I
know.
Go.
Well, this was given me 5 minutes ago, but we are going to talk about methylene blue.
Oh, methylene blue.
Yeah. It's some pretty cool stuff.
Into the mic.
Beautiful
Well,
woman going right behind
yeah.
Braley right there. Look at the beautiful woman.
Methylene.
Yes, absolutely.
That's ethylene.
Yes. Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
blue.
Yeah.
She'll be all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, methylene blue. It's interesting because what we actually got to go back to is what would we use it for? And
I know you use an amyl nitrate poison.
exactly,
That'd be a good one,
we have
right?
nitrate.
Thiocyanide poisoning you can use it on too. That's a fake cyanide poisoning you get from using.
Have you ever?
Is that from eating too many apple seeds?
No, sir.
No, okay.
That'd be something different.
Okay.
Yeah, not even close. Well, keep
Johnny
guessing.
gets those.
Yeah. I love how quick Braley can be sometimes with some of this shit. Actually, God, what is that drug called? That's vasodilator. What reason it for?
Which one? My mind went to a different place.
Yes, we use this one.
Thiocyanide. Is that what you said?
Nope.
Debutamine.
Nope, not that one
Because
either.
I was going to the next one.
It is actually, God, I'm
Because
no
this
on right
other
now.
drug will cause it too. If you have
What drug would
leprosy.
you call it? What drug are you talking about?
If someone has leprosy and they give him that drug will cause
Leprosy. That was the one. That
That's
was the
something.
thing that I was trying to think of the other day when we were talking about in the van. when you.
My 30 seconds. And this
I'm
guy
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go.
I don't
sorry.
care.
Yeah.
But
All
that
right.
was the.
Actually, what we got to
Nitroproside, sodium
Nitroproside.
nitroproside.
There it is.
Yep.
Sodium nitroproside. Yep.
What we got to do is actually go, what's going on? And if we go
Yes.
back to the structure of a red blood cell, we have these hemoglobins, and there's
Yes.
4 hemoglobins on each of these cells, and they have something called ferrous iron
3.
on them.
Yeah, iron 3.
Nope, 2.
Iron-
Not yet. We
Oh.
got 2. As
Okay.
that ferrous 2,
We're not there yet.
Fe2,
Okay.
and when these
Load it.
substances come in, they oxidize that to turn into what you just said,
Iron
ferric
3.
3.
I'll be a
And
monkey's
that
uncle.
does not hold on to that O2, the ferric, and it's called methaglobin. Methaglobinemia is when you have it like up to
Methemoglobin?
15% of methemoglobin on your those cells.
No
Holy
shit.
big words.
Yeah.
So
that's a hard one.
what's going on is interesting. Is when you give methylene blue, it actually goes back and converts the Fe3 back to the Fe2, so that you can start using oxygen. Also, vitamin C helps too. Same thing. And then so some of these. Well, let's go back. Methylene blue will help
Going
convert that.
Yes.
But it also has an interesting thing because it's also an MOA, not
Not
inhibitor. Not an inhibitor. It
Antagonist.
increases antagonist because it increases the serotonin from an SSRI. So you could actually, if you take more than your 1 to 2 milligrams per kilogram, you could actually go into a serotonin storm.
Oh, wow.
With this. So it's actually, I think the overdose is about when you take 7 milligrams per kilogram, you will actually have methylene blue cause the methylglobinemia,
Absolutely.
which was very interesting. So it's that within that range.
I heard that those people turn blue like a Smurf. Is that true?
Well, 2 things. It causes cyanosis, so they're blue, but also it's also a blue dye. And they've dyed the organs and you take them out, they're blue, and they've used it so they can see certain pathways.
Gotcha.
But there's another way that you can get methylglobinemia.
You know what? A lot of people don't remember this. Let me see if I can guess this one. Is this has to do with lidocaine? Yeah. So use
It
topical
does.
lidocaine or epithelial lidocaine induction there.
They have it. There's a certain thing,
Goddamn,
benzocaine, lidocaine, and have you heard of hurricane spray?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's the spray that you put in your wife's throat to make it go numb.
Oh.
To see
For what reason?
if they're coughing or gagging or choking somehow on something.
Oh man.
They use the hurricane. And it's
Just
supposed
to clarify to people, that is not the proper use of hurricane spray.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
I
only
don't
way
know how
I
we're
use
ever
it.
supposed to give credit.
We're supposed to
Yeah.
like shh, and then be like,
Yeah, absolutely.
Now,
not.
Can we
Now
call it
try it,
Hurricane Andrew
sweetheart.
spray?
the only
Yeah.
side effect is if you go in too soon, it numbs you too, and then it's you just-
then you're done.
Yeah.
yeah. I
It's like a
it's
cocaine blowjob. I don't know if you ever had one of those. Allegedly, I've
Interesting.
heard
The
that your
cane.
yeah, that you exactly. Like I've heard that your old junk goes numb. Allegedly, I've heard.
Well,
Time's up.
I kind of went numb a little once. We tried the hurricane spray.
I said time's up.
We're talking sex. There's no time on that.
Well,
But
that's
that will cause methylglobinemia. So
Nice.
slow down on the hurricane spray.
So at its core, though, let me the reaction wise with methylene blue cause vasodilation or vasoconstriction.
it should increase to go into some vasoconstriction if you start releasing oxygen and get rid of
Yeah.
the.
It increases SVR.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
so one
I
of
was
the
going to explain.
yeah one of the other uses of methylene blue is actually in conjunction with the treatment of sepsis.
Sepsis.
Yeah, they use it as a last ditch effort to cause vasoconstriction in a septic patient. Once you got your pressors on board,
It was amazing.
Pretty
That guy,
cool. Yeah, he brought it up.
angiotensin 2
angiotensin too,
and methylene blue.
and methylene blue.
Yeah,
yeah.
and some vasopressin, but yeah.
A little vaso, a little sprinkle of that thing in there, 30 ml per kilo, and a little bit of our friend Norepi. You know,
Mhm.
gets the work done, and we'll do a shot to that
All right.
right here in this show, not brought to you by PBR, but it is unofficially 1844. So
Does it count when I drink out of a straw?
yeah, so had the
Who's calling in? It's Shakira.
what was that?
It was Tegan.
Oh, well, hello,
I apologize.
little hippo.
Oh, she's calling again.
You should call again. Let's put her on the show. Let's put her on the show. So I had the privilege of riding with Braley to Texas.
16 hours of fun there.
Let me tell you how great of a ride that is. I can't go anywhere without him.
No.
No.
But before I talk about my Texas trip, Hippo, do you have the video of this rescue that was performed the other day?
I do.
Let's go ahead and play that.
All right. You want to set it up?
So here we are teaching water egress training, and Braley's is our newest person. So we have an old man diving that day that's quick as fuck in the water. He looks like he's sleeping.
He's just a barracuda.
Yeah, he is. Looks like he's just fucking down there sleeping. He may have been dead. I swear he's got Stokes-Adams syndrome. Like he just dies and then like comes back.
Comes
to
right
life.
back.
Like he's got an internal pacer or something. So there's old man Schultz on the water, and I'm on the shore, and then Braley's our newest guy doing water egress training. So there's a lot about Braley we know, and then apparently there's a whole fucking lot that we don't know.
Right.
You with me?
Yep.
Like a lot.
Like a lot. Like, so I, have done some basic, like me and Braley have talked. We haven't in-docked him yet. So he hasn't done a lot of our, active rescuer shit. But we put him on a buoy because he's, efficient on the near the water. But I spent, a little bit of time going, hey, do this with the tube, do this thing, and that. So about 3 to 4 minutes of this is your equipment. Learn, you got it? Yep, got it. All right, cool. So go and play the video.
Brace, brace, brace. There he goes.
All
So
right.
it's a little short video there. So obviously we had somebody not be successful finding their belt. They got some anxiety right away under the water. We kind of know that pretty quick by the way the legs start kicking. But you notice that from the time he starts freaking out, his Schultz released his belt, heads above water. And Schultz, that's his job. He's going to release the belt, throw his head above water. But he was fighting Schultz, where his Schultz was trying to guide his head the right way. And this guy came between the post and where the chair is. You know what I mean?
He got himself in a pickle.
Yeah. So once I see the head coming up in that direction, my job is to get in the water and try to stabilize the chair so this guy doesn't, injure himself as he comes up. You know what I mean? So this is why we put a helmet on everybody and make sure it's not a prop helmet. It's an actual real protective helmet to protect his head. And then we just kind of let him chill out with his head above water. He's breathing. And then Braley did his job. He came right in behind me.
Yep.
With the,
I had the guy.
Flotation device. Yep. And he's giving the guy flotation as I'm talking him down, just chill out.
Your head's out of the water.
Your head's out of the water. Because the next maneuver is to basically kind of stick his head under the water for a second.
Yank him out.
And to yank him out from between the obstruction that he's in. You know what I mean?
And at that point, he doesn't want to go back underwater.
Yes,
because he's
absolutely.
completely freaked out.
So now what a lot of people don't see is this next move here. Let me play a little theme song play here. Yeah. Here we go. For the millennials out there, this is the Baywatch theme song.
Oh, I used to watch the show as a kid.
I love that show.
Oh,
there's
yeah.
I
Pamela
love it.
Anderson.
So basically, at this point in time, I watch the most fabulous Peterson tube work I've ever seen in my entire life. People out there don't know. It's a lifeguard tube, right?
Right.
So, I watched the proper maneuver to flip the person in opposite hand onto the tube and, talking him down the whole time while he's doing an egg beater kick. You know what I mean? He's above water the whole time. Lots of things and great hair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know where his shirt came off at the time. But there was no shirt. And he
dissolves.
And he grew chest hair. He had like that nice Mitch Buchanan chest hair at the same time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn. I mean, and Schultz is impressive. Like the only time I seen Schultz awake the whole time we're teaching the whole day. He's impressed he's like, what the fuck was that?
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. So we're, you know,
Who is this guy?
we still have like a whole bunch of class left, right? So we have like fire and shelter building and all this stuff we do and everything. Me and Schultz are cleaning up, and we're like, I don't want to ignore what happened. And either two things have happened in this situation here. Either A, in the 2-minute explanation of what to do with your Peterson tube, I'm the greatest teacher that's ever lived.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what happened.
That's it.
Right?
And you were really feeling good about
I'm
yourself.
like, man, damn, I'm that good that in 2 minutes I got this guy to become Mitch Buchanan from Baywatch.
Yep.
Or there's some shit I don't know about Braley. So at that time, I go, Braley, man, that was a good fucking rescue, dude, and a good pool, man. I couldn't teach you any better than that. And he goes, oh yeah, I used to compete in international lifeguard competitions.
You know?
Won some medals or twos. You know,
Yeah.
when an asshole's wasting time talking to you about a Peterson tube, would you think that'd be good enough information to give somebody?
You might have something I need to know. I don't know.
What the fuck else did I ever tell you?
I don't know. I'm there to listen.
I've definitely never been to a lifeguard competition.
You know?
But
I
the
don't know.
amount of undivided attention and faith he has in you,
Oh,
Because
it's unbelievable.
even if he is an expert, he's going to listen to every word you have to say.
I am not an expert, Braley. Like, there's sometimes information that we may need to know.
I think
when you were
that
done,
most people,
when you were
they are
done
very
talking,
important.
did he go, oh, that's it? Okay.
No, he didn't do any of that.
No,
No.
no, he
if I
goes,
don't,
okay, I got it.
if I don't say anything, it's usually like that's what I'm going. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's not do that.
Look, everybody's
Share the
important,
knowledge.
and there's something that may need to know. I don't
Is
know
there
everything.
anything else that we need to know about you?
I don't know. We'll find out.
There was something. What did he say right before
Oh,
the
I
show
don't know.
started? I don't even remember what it
He's
was.
got
Was
a-
it like a date or something?
He was
No.
like
On
on
a
a date.
date.
He was
That too, but it was
runner up
that
for
he.
Nobel
But
Peace Prize.
you remember,
you know,
but it was funny was everything was such muscle memory because I had to grab the guy, throw him down, and then I underwater and then pull him up, and everything had to go underneath to
Yeah.
the lower back to
Yeah.
get his arms up
oh yeah,
back,
Yeah,
you know, and you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, no problem. It was just clicked. Everything just
And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
muscle memory because you know how
Oh,
to do this
did
type
it
of
thousands
thing,
of times.
Yes.
It would.
which would be valuable information for us to know.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I do believe not too long ago we were worried about having him on the sidelines.
Yes, we
And
were.
like,
Oh, yeah.
hey, you're yelling at me. Hey, make sure Braley's paying attention to what's going on.
There was
And I'm
a
like,
pool
Braley,
day.
I told you when I go if they drop and they go their head under and they drop like the second, I'll get them on the second bob. like I want to give them confidence that they
Never-
can get to the side. If I keep on, you know,
For the record, Your Honor, I have never heard this conversation. Nor was I there for that.
There was even a
No,
water day
yeah,
that
no.
I had to watch Braley.
Yeah, it was the same.
And
one.
I
No, I
really
just-
am not a lifeguard.
Yeah.
because
I just know what I'm looking at.
He likes
Here
to
you-
talk, so he's not paying attention to people in the water.
Here you are, not lifeguarding the fucking Baywatch creator.
Mhm.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
like that guy. Yeah,
Exactly.
that
And
guy.
hindsight, some things that have happened and things that he's said, it makes sense now.
Oh yeah. No,
We
that
had
makes
another
sense.
girl that I thought we were going to have to pull out of the water in one of our last classes. And he goes, no, she didn't bob twice. She was good. I was watching her.
Oh, yeah.
I swear to you, he was not even looking at her,
No, I was looking
but he knew.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey,
And
listen.
now
He-
I trust that he knew.
He's got eyes in the back of his head.
because
But
like
now we know.
No, you know we are shitbags. Is what we are. Shitbags.
you can see my thing is I don't want to take their confidence away. I will not make them scared, but if they bob a little bit and then they're okay because they had water in their nose from being upside down, I got you. If it's twice, you need help.
Oh yeah.
And if
Yeah.
we take the confidence from them, I don't want to do that. I want them to be like,
oh, well, I appreciate
yeah,
that.
Which is amazing.
which
Yeah,
is why I'm like,
yeah.
oh, one
Words spoken
okay.
by a professional lifeguard.
I,
Right
again,
there.
though,
What an asshole I
information
am.
we
I'm an
probably
asshole.
should have known.
Asshole.
Asshole.
That's
Yeah.
what I am. Yeah. I love it. Onion.
You know it was the I forgot what it's called. It was the 192.
We had 16 hours of this, by the way, driving.
On
Unbelievable.
192 in Kissimmee, they had I think it was the Wipeout, or they had a wave
Watermania,
pool.
man.
Watermania.
You
yeah,
know who worked there? Me and Trish.
I worked there.
Me, you work? You a Watermania
I
guy?
did. I worked there.
No shit.
Yeah.
We-
What did
yeah.
you do?
It's the ultimate like connector. So I was a lifeguard at the Watermania.
When they had it was the Wipeout. They had the boogie board ride.
Yeah,
I had
yeah,
a lot of
Wipeout.
funny.
Yeah, yeah.
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 I worked out in the wave pool, made it to wave pool, and
Yeah, I was a way pool
place.
guard too.
And you
Yeah.
guys probably lifeguarded me on a field trip there.
Oh, I'm sure we did. Yeah, we did a lot of fourth grade classes. and shit.
There was a girl I had a crush on named Angie. Was she there when you were there?
Yeah, I think so.
Nice
Yeah,
personality,
man, yeah,
gorgeous. If Angie, you're still
Yeah.
out there and
love
single,
love mustache rides.
Yeah.
We
Well, who
can-
doesn't? I mean, that's like
Yeah, love
Only
them.
if you're Colombian.
Allegedly, I've heard.
Is she
Yes.
Colombian?
I don't
Brazilian?
remember what she was.
Brazilian?
no, she's
Whatever.
like an
I
Italian.
always do
Yeah,
it
yeah,
wrong.
she's a white chick. Yeah,
She
she was
was-
a white chick. Built like a shit brick house. You know, she was out of your weight class a little bit.
Oh,
Not what I remember.
No, I mean,
All I saw though was
she's a little stock. You know, she liked to wrestle.
no. This
Allegedly.
girl was gorgeous.
Oh yeah, she was good. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, I hope so.
Yeah. It's funny. You know, Trish worked there at the Watermain. You didn't know her then, but there's no way she worked at the same time I did. I would never missed her. As you guys should know today, that my gorgeous wife is not here. Right?
yes.
No,
She
she's
had
sick.
root canals done.
Canals.
Yeah.
Canals.
Plural.
Yeah, and
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I gave her a sex asthma attack that she hasn't gotten rid of yet. She gotta get it.
That's
Uh,
why
yeah.
she's like, I can't catch my breaths.
Well,
I can't catch my breaths.
she got good meat. That's why. Good meat. So you know,
Maybe she's got methylglobin.
riding. I'm gonna tell you this: Braley can't talk without using his hands. Have you noticed that?
Oh yeah. Oh,
So like we're gonna do a Braley test here in a few minutes. I didn't even tell him this was gonna happen, but it's gonna happen pretty soon. So Braley, we're at a gas station in the middle of nowhere, Alabama. I don't know the gun laws there, but I gotta, I wish a motherfucker would on me.
Right. True.
And then we come out of this gas station, and Braley is so in awe because he's watching his first in front of a meth deal that he's ever seen his entire life. This guy goes, that guy right over there is buying meth. And he thinks he's whispering. He's not whispering. He's fucking yelling it at the gas station.
I was at Station 53 for 10 years.
Oh, I know.
I'm enjoying it. Going, that guy.
Yes.
Because what was my first thing? What did I say? I go, you got your gun? And you go, yes.
wish
And I
a
go,
motherfucker
okay.
would. That's
I
the
go,
back of my words.
that guy, look. And I start yelling things because, I don't
What
think
the
they can.
fuck, man.
I get bored.
So crazy.
I'm gonna need you to come to the middle school car line with me.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
jeez.
Oh.
You got a gun?
Every day
got-
Amanda's on that thing. She's screaming at some shit.
Yeah.
Listen, these fuckers cannot read a sign.
Oh man, it's the first week of school. Welcome back.
Yeah.
It makes me so mad every single day. And one of these days, y'all gonna see me on the news because I'm gonna get out of my car.
So Braley, I want you to do this for me.
All right.
Okay, I want you to sit on your hands, and I want you to tell us about your date last night. Go ahead
And
and go.
Well, from what I remember, it did feel like this.
Oh, God.
was she holding you down?
She was very nice. She spoke English.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
As your second language?
I was just a second, like I don't know. I didn't know what the third one was. We had a nice date. We talked. She showed around the
Can you describe to the
Oh,
people? Can you describe to the people her body type, like curves and everything?
beautiful face, a little bigger than what I normally do.
Oh,
But,
yeah?
Normally
very,
do? Okay.
very
Yeah, right there.
agile.
Those
and
are nice.
She was very nice.
You can't. You
He
do without
can't
using his
even
hands.
focus. He's thinking about his
Well,
hands.
no, because I don't want to say everything.
No,
I
you
like
don't
to
give
be a
it all
gentleman.
away. Yeah, don't give it all
but
away.
no, we went out to the water and we were just jibber jabbering. I turned around and then she jumped me,
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh,
and
she knew what she wanted.
I was like, okay, and she was kissing me, and it was like a very big. She said she liked big wet kisses. I'm like,
Oh.
all right,
like a
like
same.
Watery kisses.
felt like a
Oh, man.
hippopotamus mouth.
Oh.
And all I started
have
going
not
was
kissed him lately.
Yes.
Lately.
Jason, not Jason. Don't think Jason. Don't think Jason. What motherfucker? And she's like, you
That's the
seem
best part of the
tense.
story. It's
She
the part of the
goes,
story. It's like baseball.
she's like, you seem tense. And I'm like, I got Jason in my head
Oh,
because you
shit.
kissed me like a hippo. And the hippo, we call Jason Hippo. I
Yeah.
can't stop thinking.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I did not take my meds. And so, so I just had to suffer through that.
Oh, he's got a hole crawling into that chair right now.
Oh,
And
that's
then-
awesome.
I
Yeah.
love that he's kissing a girl thinking about you.
I didn't mean to, but all I felt was like, two like.
Oh,
two-
there
son of a bitch!
I love that shit.
Did I make
man.
5 minutes?
Oh, not even close, mister.
Next time, put it in my pants.
Oh,
that's
man.
funny.
It's
But
funny as
she's
shit.
a wonderful, wonderful girl. Just
Did you check her oil last night?
Nope. Good Lord, I didn't do anything.
He
I
just kissed
I
the
just-
hippo.
I just closed my eyes and
Oh yeah.
You let her. Does she manhandle you?
It's funny, man. Like Braley's got a body type, bro.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If you've got an eating disorder, call Braley
Yes.
because that's his type of shit right there.
I'm a big hugger and lover.
Yeah, he loves to squeeze you and he likes feeling bones. Not me. See, like this
No.
girl, you know, look at that right there. See, that's my wrestling class right there. A couple things coming right in there. You know, if you don't weigh
Yeah,
in,
that's about what you.
if you don't weigh in, you can't wrestle. That's what I say. Right there. We're here at the wonderful establishment, Johnny's Filling Station. Johnny's other side.
Oh.
Come here, it's delicious.
It is.
Has
And they
deb-
have.
The whole thing stopped when I used my hands.
yeah, deviled eggs.
That's not what happened last night.
So, birthday buddy, we got a little topic today. We got talking about.
We do. So to lead us into our topic, our firefighter friend that works with Jason, who is battling brain cancer right now, he is getting ready to start his chemo and radiation. So he's going to be, confined from the world for a little bit. They do have some shirts for him that are available through a website that we have vetted and ensured that he is actually getting the funds from.
Well, sign me up for some shirts.
10,
We already did.
Yep.
Two
10 3
XLs.
10 free graphics.
graphics.com. And then Firefighter Kachelko Strong T.
Yep.
It's KOCIELKO. I probably didn't.
I'm sure we
murdering
say it wrong every time.
name,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Niner.
So, anyways, we bring him up today to lead us into a very interesting topic that we've come across.
There you were.
So here we were
Yep.
at this, amazing turnout of a fundraiser for this young guy who is, going through one of the shittiest things you could go through. And there's all these people, tons of people there. This is a fire department event.
Mhm.
We didn't know anybody.
County of Lakes,
yeah.
County of Lakes.
County of Lakes.
allegedly.
And I went over to Jason and I was like, I don't know anybody here. I don't know who any of these people are.
Now, that may seem weird to you guys because I'm sure working in a large department, you're used to that. But that's not how it's been with us.
No.
She's known people. She's seen people. We go out together. We have a nice knit group of people, and it's grown so quickly that now I understand some of the bigger places what it's like.
Yeah,
not knowing.
basically, you're meeting people for the first time that work at the
Yeah.
same department you do. Yeah.
Right.
And like
Yeah.
And we just
the funny-
graduated another like 20 guys just
Right.
recently.
The funny part to me is how many of them knew who he was, but he didn't know who they were.
Yeah.
And I'm, obviously I don't work for the fire department. I'm just, fire wife along for the ride. But there are usually so many people that I know. And then, the fire wives, there's a whole community of them. I didn't know any of them.
Yeah.
And it was so weird.
Crazy.
And it wasn't just that. Like there were other guys there talking about it. Like, oh, I don't know who the half of the guys are over there. I don't know. All those people are one of our new hire classes, and they don't know any of them.
No, nobody there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Brady, you were Orange County, which is you got when you were there. That's how many stations total was that?
45-ish, right around there.
How many stations you guys have, Jason?
Well, now we have like 20, 29.
Okay,
Yeah.
but hold on. You had 45 stations with
Or
how many
more.
people per crew?
We had 4 in the engine.
Okay.
2 in
They
the
have
rescue.
24 stations, 2-man crews.
Yeah.
So you definitely like not even a quarter of what
Yeah.
Orange County
No.
size
No.
is, because you guys are over 1,000 firefighters, right?
Yep. I thought it was like about 1,500. Like
Yeah.
I think we were like
Sworn,
ranked top
so-
15.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Like Orlando is like you can close 800 or something like that. Some weird. It's like on duty per day, like 260 or some shit like that.
Yeah, that's
The craziest thing is working at Station 1, where you have like you're cooking for 30 people. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
you potentially have 30 people eating
Right.
dinner there at one
And I
time.
thought it was a lot when I cooked dinner at the station for you for like 8 people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
And
Yeah.
4 of them were my own family.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's nuts, man. It's nuts, and it's something to be crazy about. And there was one time we had a lieutenant float in, like one of my last few shifts where I met this dude for the first time. He'd been on like 8 years.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, hey man, congratulations. Who are you? That no clue, man, who this guy was. But it was rare to work and not know somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Exactly.
it was, even Orange County wise, like it was rare for me to transport hospital where I wouldn't see somebody I didn't know. It's I think when you're on busier units and you live in the city,
We used to see each other a lot.
yeah, it's funny.
Put
Everywhere
an
I was
EJ
at-
in.
yeah,
Bluetooth.
yeah. we were there quite a bit together.
Yeah.
It's funny. Braley, no matter what time of the day you saw him at the hospital, same level of intensity.
Oh yeah. Did he have a shirt on?
Yeah, he had a shirt on.
Had
It's same
to.
level of intensity though. Like it's like Braley, what's going on? He's like, dude. And then there's times you got a repeat story from earlier in the day. But I let him tell it because he's very enthusiastic about it. You know what I'm saying?
Added a few things.
Yeah. But I love to see
Turn
Braley.
left and right. And this happened.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because you were what 53 then? Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
There's a whole trail.
Yeah. And Blattner, you see him all the time. And then there was a dude that left to go like sell houses. That was on 51. God, what's that guy's name?
51.
Real handsome fella. Real handsome dude.
Andy?
I don't know, but I
It was
hate
not
that guy
Andy. Yeah,
because
hello.
they sent me to 51.
Yeah. Dude, that dude was funny because I didn't know if he was drunk or what every half the time, but he was cool. He smelled like liquor, but it was all
Was he a
right.
Marine?
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
I don't know if he sold houses, but that dude was always getting in trouble.
Yeah.
We literally had a bum that was overdosing all the time. He saved his life like 5 times.
Yeah.
And he saw him again. He's like, this motherfucker. And so he gave him Narcan. He goes, bro, you should get checked out. He's like, what are you talking about? He goes, we saw another homeless guy having sex with you while you were out.
Oh my God.
And he's like, nuh-uh. He goes, yeah. When we ran up, he ran off.
Allegedly.
And the guy was like,
Allegedly.
nuh-uh. He goes,
Allegedly.
yeah, you need to get checked out. And he was like freaking out. He was like, holy cow. And I go, Dan. It was Dan McCarthy. I go, Dan, I think you may have cured him of heroin.
Yeah.
He's going to be going like heroin or ass rape. Ass rape, heroin the next time he goes in.
Fuck it.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Goes right on.
We should write a parenting book and a drug rehab book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these things happen, but that thing's like a first time for you, huh, Jason?
Yeah.
Where you go through and you don't know a soul.
We were like
Yeah.
flabbergasted.
I mean,
when we left.
yeah, we-
It was,
I- we did
we
know.
knew there was a handful.
Yeah, we did know some people, but the majority of them, like it was all a lot of the new guys.
Yeah.
And the thing, it got me started to thinking, like, when we do all these classes and we have people that we don't really know, why is it that we mesh so well so quickly? And I think that probably part of it is the fact that we're used to that. We're used to, finding somebody and meeting them for the first time, going on a call with them, going to a fire, having them drive us, code 3, and just having to have trust in them. And it's just weird that we
figure that person was vetted,
right?
By the right people and by you, the same way you were.
Yeah.
What's crazy is a lot of times when we come into these air medical classes, we have like a group of strangers that are there meeting themselves, each other for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And it is interesting what happens between day 1 and by the time we get to day 4 on that Thursday, right?
Yes, Thursday's usually the biggest
like,
change of a day.
You have a group of gelled individuals, you know?
Yeah.
They're all friends.
They're all doing stuff, man, there's a tall girl right there. Go ahead, lady. We'll weigh you in, you can wrestle. So, it's just a whole difference in the class. And, like for us as instructors, like usually day 1, 2, it's kind of frustrating because you're trying to like get them to, kick them in their ass. And then their personality develops, within within that third, fourth day, and then you go, okay, now these motherfuckers are together. You start blindfolding them, you start fucking getting them wet and doing all kinds of shit. It sounded like some porn video or something like that, but and then they gel. But the fire department is kind of like that, right? You have the expectation that the guy next to you or the person next to you is going to do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah,
and that they got your back as much as the next person got their back.
And if they don't, I mean, if they're not the ones that are gonna go on a fire with you, then you probably don't want them next to you.
Yeah.
So I found an article in a firefighter magazine that I feel like worded what your point is about it really well. And it said, fire chiefs, fire officers, and firefighters feel very strong emotional ties to the fire service, much like those we feel for our immediate families. We view our careers in a multiple dimensional way, divided among our work, the camaraderie of our fellow firefighters, and even the firehouse itself. We have sacrificed our time, energy, passion, and in too many cases, our health to the fire service. We've trained, studied, drilled, and grown over the years as the fire service itself has evolved into the all hazards and EMS service it is today. So it is what you are. Like, it's part of you.
Mm-hmm. What's crazy is that here at the Rescue Company 1, we've brought the part of the fire service that we miss. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I think that as your Sherpa through this, you're beautiful, by the way. You're welcome. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, I think that as your Sherpa through this company, that we brought that part of the fire service here.
Yeah.
Like when we travel, we eat together.
Yes.
Yep. We live together. And we make sure,
And Jason has made me shower in the pool.
Yes.
He's never going to let that
go. I don't mind. I actually had a lot of fun out there.
There's definitely texting rules that we have to talk about.
Yes.
So, but we bring that, and I always make sure that you guys have before I do. That's the company in its essence of the people are the most important part of what we are here.
Right.
And that's what I miss about the fire department, right? Like, I miss the people. I don't miss the calls. I don't miss the going to fires. I don't miss that stuff. That being at the greatest opportunity and the greatest thing that's ever happened to me in my life is being able to have the privilege of being a City of Orlando fireman.
Right.
That's one of the greatest things that ever happened to me. Mm-hmm. Everything that's good about me, everything that's gone bad about me is being a City of Orlando fireman. So, but that whole thing is that what I miss is the people. 100%. Yeah. I miss the people. I miss the guys. I miss the stories, the full on shenanigans that happens from day on day.
Yeah. It's the funniest people in the world.
Yeah,
in the
absolutely.
Best food, funniest people.
They can go from one extreme to another so fast.
Oh yeah.
Like you can go from being buddies and joking around and cooking dinner to absolutely serious, and now you're saving a baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Being full on pissed off about each other.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
dude. I remember being an explorer.
Yeah.
Well, I watched these two dudes just have an argument, go outside, and full on fist fight. They beat the living shit out of each other, and then the guy cooking dinner goes dinner, and then they stop hitting each other, and they went in and ate dinner, and then it was over.
That good.
It was over.
Yeah.
And it was over and done. And you know what? Those guys are friends again.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's how you solve shit. You can't do that shit in this millennial age.
You know why? No. Because there's nothing you can't solve around a fire station table.
Oh yeah. Everybody there is an expert.
Yes,
that's right. Absolutely.
The personalities of the fire department is awesome. Like
I've never met so many lawyers in my life.
You sit at dinner table, you have at least 7 attorneys.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have building contractors. Horticultural experts.
Let me tell you how to do that.
Yeah, stockbrokers. You have a couple biochemical engineers. And some hustlers. Some barbers.
Yeah.
DJs.
There's a little bit of everything. Shit. I went to a tattoo / fireman paramedic the other day.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah. Old Manny, he's a good guy.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
That dude is funny as shit, man.
In a closet.
Oh, you didn't see the new studio yet.
Oh,
Oh man, he got a whole studio set up over there. I was highly impressed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
upstairs in the big room,
Oh
the
yeah.
smaller
Yeah.
room
Oh,
inside the big room.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
a- that
that's
was-
his master bedroom closet.
That's a closet.
Yeah. Well,
It's
yeah.
huge.
It's
not,
amazing.
You know, it's
Yeah.
not a normal closet.
I'm
but-
gonna tell you what, it was cool as shit.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there
Yes.
Oh no,
watching
he's got the setup.
It is
Sure.
amazing.
wireless tattoo gun. I
Yes.
was like, all right.
What?
Yeah,
sign me.
he's got like a
Oh.
Bluetooth tattoo gun now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Uh-huh.
Jason has no tattoos, but he'll get a tattoo if that is a shit with Bluetooth and wireless.
Manny
Yeah, line
is
me
the
up,
only
line
guy
me up.
he has ever said
Yeah.
that he will actually go to.
Yeah.
He's just so indecisive that he can't pick anything to actually do.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
picking his next tattoo.
Yeah.
He's had 2
Right.
appointments.
I'm picking his next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Hasn't gone to either.
Done and done.
I went for him.
You either A, do the tattoo that we're gonna pick for you, or you're getting Braley tattooed for yourself.
Right on your ass.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
It was funny when you called me from there to schedule your next appointment because that's how
Hey.
we roll around here.
Yeah. I don't do ball
I made a comment because he had me on speakerphone and they were talking about how awesome the work was and how great Manny was. And I was like, you know what I love most about Manny? He is one of the only people that I've ever so highly recommended to so many people
Yes.
that nobody has ever come back and been like, meh,
Yeah.
he wasn't
Yeah,
really that
right,
great, or I was a
right.
little disappointed. Nothing. Nobody has ever said that or anything bad.
I feel like I have a pretty high standard.
You
and
do.
He meets that standard. You
Oh, yeah, he's good,
there,
man.
There have been so
He's
many
good.
other people like, oh, look at my new tattoo. I'm like, oh, okay.
Jason, what I want you to do
Yeah.
is on your right arm, you put the BRA, and on your left, you put the LEY. You go get the guns. Braley. That's what I want you to do. What-
I love
Yeah.
this guy.
Yeah. I would
My
do that.
favorite. So Felix, when I would teach with Felix, it was one of the craziest things. If you went to a conference with Felix and you try to walk from one end of the room of the conference room, ballroom to the other, it could be a 2-hour walk.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
That's
Like-
how it used to be when we would go to any fire department
Oh
event.
man.
Yeah.
It'd be, and when you go from
hey, let's go.
Yeah.
and I'm teaching with him. I'm like a nobody. No, I don't know anybody and stuff. And it's funny as shit to like where Trish doesn't like walking with me from one end of a place to the other. And I think Birthday Buddy at the last conference probably doesn't either. It takes like an hour to go get lunch. Like just walking like 10 feet.
Yeah,
Like
right.
get your lunch. You're like, fuck, I gotta stop 20 times.
No, I keep going
Yeah. Oh, she keeps going.
Yeah.
I'm like,
because at this point I know what you're going to eat, or at least an idea,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, that's good.
I'm
Then
going.
it's ready to
Yeah,
go. As
I'm
soon as
going.
he gets there, it's there. Yeah.
But Braley does have one skill that like I wish I possessed. There's one Felix skill, which is remembering people's names.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh man, he's great
I'm
at that.
horrible.
And that's the other reason why having him around is awesome, because like he'll go, "This is this person," and I go, "Copy." Now I'm not gonna remember. and then
It's
like,
How to Make Friends and Influence People.
oh,
Remember
man,
that
and
book?
Yeah,
Dale
yeah,
Carnegie?
yeah. I
Yes.
totally read it. It's a good book,
Yeah.
but I can't remember people's names to save my life.
No.
And this, but the other day we're sitting there in class and go, "This is this guy," and I go, "Okay," and then I'm like, I'm not gonna remember that.
You forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
gotta
Braley-
remember. What was I doing?
I don't even
forget.
try that. It's just not gonna happen, But Braley's good, man. He remembers that shit. This is a good people skills.
Yeah. Oh, it's great.
Once in a while.
Part of it.
That's
You know,
great. I wish I
Remembered
could do that.
Eve?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
yes.
sure
Yep.
you do.
Yeah, you do.
and he can just like walk up and talk to anybody like he's known them his whole life.
I'm gonna tell you that. That is Brady's a great paramedic.
Mhm.
There's a lot about Brady that makes him a great paramedic. This is the one thing that makes you great, is that ability.
Yes.
Your ability to engage in any situation is the one thing you've got to have as a paramedic, which this new generation come on behind us does not have.
Yeah, they
Mm-mm.
don't. No.
They don't have that ability to step in and just do the talking job and just be there. Dakota, for being a millennial, unbelievable fucking skills, people
Yes.
skills that he has.
Yes.
He can step into any situation and
Yep.
just fucking go monk. Now, 10 minutes after he's done with that, he doesn't remember what he said in there. but he's great about that. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
amazing
Yeah.
that ability. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but right now they are too busy. There's that social skill is being lost because of playing on the phone all the time.
If you
can-
give the patient a phone, And then your new millennial metaphone, they
Yeah.
just text each other.
Right,
You're like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
they emojis.
Yeah.
Right. Your social interaction is that, not actually having
Yeah.
conversation with people.
Right.
Yeah, I remember going to the
You
Knights,
eggplant.
to the Knights Library allegedly. Yeah, eggplant.
Eggplant.
Kiss
Yeah.
my peach, bitch.
I've had to ask what that means. You know what I'm saying? Hold up, again, a text from Trish during the podcast.
Oh, she's talking about eggplant and peach right now.
Yeah, let's see what she's got to say.
Uh-oh.
Something on Percocet.
She says she does not hate walking with me. She loves it. Sorry, baby. I misspoke. I love you. Though.
I mean,
That's true.
Yeah, I do
she
love
might
that.
love
Trish is
walking
the
with
best.
you.
Well,
Sometimes she doesn't like having to leave a room.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
I
well,
think
I mean,
the problem.
allegedly.
The problem is we don't like walking with her because
Oh,
we have to
man.
run to keep up with
That
her.
is a workout.
You
That
should
is a
have seen her
workout.
and I coming out of the airport to the Uber in
yeah.
Austin. She's like 75 feet in front of me. And like we're both pushing suitcases. Now, mind you, I'm only pushing one. She's pushing two and carrying a giant bag.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like way
Yeah.
back here. And she keeps turning around to make sure I'm still alive back there. And I'm like, I'm good. I just got little legs.
Yeah, she's coming.
And I'm like, I can't breathe.
Hey.
Are we there yet?
Yeah, Trish is like, I love that woman, man.
it's a nurse,
Hey,
works hard.
Giant legs,
Oh, man.
and like it's like basically we look like a English bulldog, fucking a Saint Bernard. You know what I mean? Or a Great Dane.
Great
Yeah,
Dane.
there you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
just-
there was one of those at the fundraiser.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We
Just
don't.
like sit there, but I get up there.
You
know?
climb
Mount
that
up.
Yeah,
Great
get up there.
Dane
Yeah, get up there. Take it-
Mount up.
on
take it
rappel,
down.
on belay.
I wish some motherfucker would. You know what I'm saying? So, but back to the whole fire service thing and how big it could be. One of the Braley was there when this thing this captain was telling the story. We were place we were teaching, where he's talking to two captains that have been there 30 plus years. Like one's 32, the other one's like 31 years. And he's talking to these guys that he knows very well. You know, this person's been on 20 years at the fire department, so he's
Right.
known these people. And the two 30-year guys are just meeting each other for the first time.
That is crazy to me. Absolutely crazy.
Isn't that fucking amazing? Like
Yeah.
you can work at the same department that big for 30 fucking years and not ever
Move
meet
up in
anybody.
rank.
So how
know.
do like Christmas parties and stuff like that work? Are there separate ones? Like
Yeah,
are
like-
there you only go to your district?
You know
Or-
my pops, where they
They're
work. so
segregated.
we yeah.
You know,
You would go to like, your firehouse, Christmas party and shit
Yeah.
like that.
yeah,
That's it.
go to station,
and so-
bring
Oh,
your family.
it
Yeah.
wasn't like a whole department Christmas
Yeah.
Yeah.
party.
Station 50 would have it. And bring your family.
Yeah, at Orlando, like we would, Station 7,
Yeah.
B shift had a party,
Yeah.
but
But that would still probably be
Yeah.
100 people, right?
yeah, well, my no 7B should be like just the engine tower and rescue, but then we would
Oh,
have
okay.
So
a
75
28,
people.
30.
but then A shift for some reason on A shift they took it upon themselves to have the station Christmas party at the station where and I think it started rotating it because we had it a couple times on
Yeah.
B shift, and it's the funniest story. You're gonna fucking love this one. But we would basically have it, and every shift the family would come, a big dinner.
Mhm.
We take the trucks out of the bay and we would basically set it up and stuff. The best part about it is that the new person was always the elf. and one of the people in the station was the Santa. So
Right.
it was a big fat dude was always Santa, and the new person was the elf. This year, there's a person that came from the County of Lakes,
Uh-oh.
and their last name rhymes with Auntie. They were a new person, and now mind you that the elf outfit has been handed down from rookie to rookie.
Right.
Because you're rookie, you're that's as small as you're gonna be, unless you me
Yeah.
and you show up medium husky.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
That I feel like that elf probably didn't fit in that suit.
man, I'm gonna tell you, she got her own
Oh, okay.
because she ain't gonna wear nothing that's like handing me down.
Yeah, true.
And let me tell you, the looks some of the wives were given that day, it was hilarious because her old
Oh
man.
yeah.
Oh,
Bro.
this is a she elf.
You're a naughty elf.
Oh yeah. So her old man, badass OPD cop.
Yeah.
Like awesome, like
Yeah.
SWAT team
Yep,
commander
Yep.
guy. And believe it or not, too, in that yesterday they swore in a new police chief. You know,
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, sworn, yeah, because the old one retired.
Okay.
So they're sworn in a new police chief. But this gentleman, he's actually works. He went over to Orange County now.
Yeah,
They were talking about, but he is unbelievable dude. You know, because to kind of go through that city and being a minority and stuff is very difficult to navigate that. But because that's based on merit and job over there,
right?
And he's a badass.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyways, this dude's there too because I was sitting right next to him, laughing my ass off with him. Anyways, this elf outfit, it was too bad for a strip club. You know what I mean? It's great as shit. And you got wives. You go like, oh, who she work? What shit she on?
Yeah.
No, she don't.
Oh,
Who's sharing a bunk room with her?
Yeah.
And
if you ever saw her, she's very, very, very voluptuous.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of curves.
I'm sure it's pouring out.
Oh
everywhere.
man, it was a good outfit. Yeah, good outfit. Yeah. So but that was when you. So we would have a Christmas party. Every station had their shit. Station 1, obviously, with as many people as there, you know, that's like just, you know, at best, you know, 60 people that are stationed there, and then their family and stuff.
Yeah.
These are a few hundred people, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So they would probably use the union hall,
Right.
and some shit like that, you know. But big departments, man, it's crazy. Going from Orlando to Lake Mary was a eye opener, man, because like over there, everybody knows each other.
Yeah,
They don't like,
right.
you know,
How many stations?
it's 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's
Yeah.
like 20. It's pretty cool, man. They got a cool group of guys there, man.
Yeah,
Awesome
but
dudes.
it's much tighter.
Small,
you know.
small.
Yeah,
small
everybody knows
area.
everybody.
Yeah.
You don't want to fucking piss anybody off. That's for sure.
No, everybody knows about it. Everybody knows about it and shit. And you know, but every department still the same.
Right.
Dinner table at a small department. Now you got guys that do 2 jobs. They're now attorneys and horticulturists.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, barber and, you know, all around hustler, all that shit. It's funny as shit.
Lawnmowers.
Yeah, lawnmowers.
Yeah,
man.
there's a lot of lawnmowers.
A lot of lawn maggots in there. At Orlando,
No way. I hated that shit.
if you were like harassed at the county of Lakes, what would be a meal that would be associated with your fire department? You would say that
Tater tots.
at your fire department, people like this is the meal that people would cook.
Either meatloaf or just, you know, ribs or, you know, something like that. Now, specifically smoked ribs.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like that's how over in that area you smoke stuff. You get it
everything.
going, it goes all day long.
Oh yeah,
And that's how you cook it.
get
yeah.
it home. Yeah.
Yeah.
In
What is-
certain days, tacos. You have certain days.
Tuesdays.
You know, Friday, steak Friday.
Fancy
No.
shirt Friday.
Yeah.
You know, like me and Manny would have many theme days. We had like long sleeve shirt day, where we wear like our Class A shirt with our tie and hat. You know,
Every call, all
You
the
know, all day long,
Just
all day
because.
long. Yeah, Class A day. That we had a day that we were supposed to be going on an award, but we were never going to make it there. Just to let you know, we were never going to make it there. But we saw the opportunity to put on our dress uniform, and we had like coats, jackets, the whole thing. We ran probably 10 calls with that shit on.
Oh,
And then, like,
what are you guys doing here?
yeah, we're like, oh,
Sweat through there.
trying to make it to an award. It was over for hours. Even to the point of like tenants, like, you guys gonna take that off? No. Yeah.
7:30.
Then we had Johnny and Roy Day. We wear our helmets inside the truck all the way to calls and shit.
Yeah.
And then the lieutenant's like, you guys can't wear your helmets on this call. I'm like, so you're telling us not to be safe. So you're saying safety is not important. Helmets are not. You don't have to wear them anymore.
Oh, okay.
He's like, it's not what I said. Well, that's what you're saying right now.
On my phone, that's what you said.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh man, what meal would be notorious across Orange County?
Oh, it's always steak Friday, taco Tuesday. Oh, what do we eat? Same thing. It's gonna be burgers and tater tots, meatloaf and tater tots, tacos
And tater
tots.
tots.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
So, you know, in Orlando, there was this thing called, I don't know who started this shit, called jalapeno chicken. And there is like 27, every asshole that cooks that meal. By the way, if you ever cook jalapeno chicken for me, I'm going to fucking light you on fire.
Yeah, that's good because I don't cook.
Yeah. like every asshole had a different version of this shit, and they all sucked. It's chicken and yellow rice with cream soup and melted cheese and shit.
Oh,
And a
yeah, that
jalapeno on
doesn't-
top.
Yeah,
yeah. One jalapeno.
Ooh, you know, can we change the shot up to like picklebacks?
Oh man.
Jameson pickle, yeah.
But only 3 of them.
Yeah, we are Irish people. Yeah.
Oh.
Somebody pregnant.
Jeez.
So,
Yes.
you know, that the fire service man has grown. And now the whole thing is, again, you get this group of people that nobody knows. You know, you may or may not know them. You know, they may work at a station and stuff like that. But you bring them, they come to your station, they float in. You trust them just like the guy that they're filling in.
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
Do you have the same trust nowadays that you did before?
No, I don't have that. Just because of, truthfully, it's like you can't trust somebody to just pay attention to you for 5 seconds without looking at their phone or doing something else. Now, I will say there are some, after you actually talk to them and see some of them, there are some really good new guys. I will give them that.
Mhm.
But just like in general, it's something you got to worry about, you know. But then you know just as much as I do, that word gets around pretty quick too. So you know who's a good person to trust and who you might have to keep your eye out on, you know.
Now, do you trust the rumors? Like, let's say you never worked with this person, but you heard a lot of rumors about them, and they come to your station, or do you have preconceived
depends on the
notions
rumor.
about them?
It depends on the rumor. There's one guy in particular who has his dad is either retired from Orlando or Orlando chief, and there was so many bad things about this guy. And I don't know if I told you about him. We saw him at the thing the other day. I have not had a single problem with the guy. I do see how people could take him wrong, but the guy works his ass off. He works really hard. He goes above and beyond. And you know, I didn't listen to those rumors. Like I listened to them, but I made my own decision based on that person, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like it's probably good to hear some of those things and experiences that other people have had that do turn into rumors, so that you are maybe somewhat a little conscious and aware that there could be, like, maybe you should watch your own back just a little bit closer
Yeah,
those
always.
first, for the first little bit.
Yeah.
And still be able to form your own opinion. So I feel like you can't completely ignore them. But I mean, at least you're not one to be like, oh, I don't like that guy. Well, have you actually met him? Well, no, but
I had a great
I
one.
don't see Braley ever hating anybody though.
Oh,
no.
a few, but I had an awesome one. We had a guy kind of rhymed with Quarterman.
Yeah.
No, that was his name. He
Yeah,
was,
You don't know how this works.
all
Braley.
these like
I love him.
rumors.
Yeah.
And so he was driving me and everybody. And we're a mixed station. We have the Jew Blattner. We have Joe the Irish.
Yes.
We have
By
Puerto Rican
the way,
lieutenant.
we mean no disrespect to any other anybody.
No,
Yes,
because
thank you.
these are all the races. We are all together.
Yes.
Yeah.
United
And
as one.
they were like, be careful. This dude is racist. He's causing trouble. And I'm like, oh, whatever. And he was just a big, tall, strong black guy that had a deep voice. And, people I think may misunderstood him. And he was so annoyingly safe. He drove me insane. He worked so hard and he did everything by the book. I go, dude, I love him. He's good. And but the guys, they still are like, I go, look, you need to talk to the guys. They still don't, trust you. And so he turns around
Awesome.
while I'm writing the
Yeah.
report. And I'm writing a report in the day room. And he's like, so what'd you guys hear about me? And it's quiet. So I just go, I heard you're black. And I keep writing like this. Do you want to talk
And
about
again, Braley means no
blood.
disrespect to anybody. Yes.
No, because I don't understand that. But
I'm
the
more-
blood that went out of their faces was hilarious. And then he starts laughing.
Yeah.
And then they chimed in and they were like, oh, the elephant's in the room. Now
Yeah.
you guys can talk.
Yeah,
All
that's-
right. But
that's
I
fine.
knew him so much that it was like, yeah, we're like, 'cause he was all from the Marines.
That's
So many people like form their opinion about me before they would come work with me, and like to the point where some guys would be so upset that they would be working with me for the day, and they were like, man, I because they would hear all this stuff, and then end of the shift would come by, and they would have had the best time ever.
Yeah.
Because we had a good time. You know,
Right.
we were having a good time. You know, Jamaican beef patties.
And they ate good.
Yeah,
Right,
we're gonna
yeah,
eat some pizza.
exactly.
You know, we're gonna fuck with some people throughout the day.
Mhm.
You know, like at the station, it was it was awesome, man. Like to me, the 20 years I worked there. Now, I mean, I had some heartaches and stuff that worked there and stuff, but damn it, was not that the best 20 years I've ever spent in my entire life. Is just going there to work and doing what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think I worked a day in my life there.
Yeah.
And I worked some shitty stations.
Mhm.
And like, and again, stations that would rob the spirit from a human being, like,
Right.
like
Like Justin.
42.
Oh man,
Pine
yeah,
Hills.
yeah. I love watching somebody
know.
just be done for the day. Like nothing brought me more life than
Oh,
to watch just a
God.
person that hated fucking a call every time the tones would go off. God damn it! Like it don't stop. And like like.
Sounds like somebody else we know.
Yeah. Or like if they were hungry, like they were eating, and then the tones would go, and I would sit there. I'm like, please, can I call in? And they would just fucking hate it. They were like, ah. And I'm like, man, I wish they would stop going. And I would laugh my ass off the whole way to the call. And I'm like, hey, you really were enjoying that, weren't you? Was that dinner good? It is gonna be so cold when we get back. And it's just, greatest job in the world.
Yeah.
And the coolest thing again is the people that are there.
Yep.
Now I do think that this generation gets a bad name for themselves.
Well, I feel like they
And-
Like
maybe.
they've
now,
kind of
make-
created
Yeah,
it.
they have it
and
make
I-
it themselves.
I've said this on previous podcasts that I think that the newest generation going behind us is smarter than we were. They know more than we were, and they're safer than we were. They value their time not at the fire department a lot
Yes.
more
They value
than we
not
value
working.
the time
Yeah.
at the fire department.
Which is actually kind of crazy because you would think that as time goes on, you're gonna know that you have to work harder to make more money, but it's kind of went the other way. They're just gonna get by with. They're happy. They're happy to take that paycheck and get by with what they got.
Minimal.
That's it. Yeah.
You haven't retired yet.
Right.
And this is
I
the
have.
thing that you will realize when your time is there done at the County of Lakes, you're going to realize one thing. You can always make money.
Yes.
You can never get time back.
Mhm.
And I'm going to tell you something. And I've said this before, watching my kid go away, I would fucking trade. And again, I would go suck dick at a bus station if it gave me more time with that kid at home.
Yeah.
That is my fucking, that would be the thing I would have done. Because you know what? Like the extra shift here, the extra shift there, that whole thing there doesn't make a fucking difference in the world.
Right.
Can't pay for your house in the state of Florida. You know what they can't do? Kick you out your house.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So here's the fucking thing. Sometimes you can pay, sometimes you can't.
Yeah.
That is the shit. You cannot get time back. The quality of shit that the people you leave behind, that is the fucking commodity that's important.
Right.
Absolutely. So those guys at the station, those are the important dudes.
Mhm.
Man, this overtime shift and that ain't fucking important. Fuck that.
Yep.
And those guys don't give a fuck if a truck got to shut down for the day because
No.
you don't have enough people. It's not their fault that you don't staff the fire department like you're supposed to.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's not wrong.
How do you budget per year? And we kind of getting a little bit off topic, but we're still on topic here. How do you budget per year, your projected budget of the fire department, manpower wise, and then still bust the bank on overtime because you can't staff some shit right?
Because there's no way that they're doing it the right way. I mean, you have to budget everyone's salary, including overtime, and then you have to include everybody taking vacation, and then you have to include sick time. Like all of those options have to be included in that value, that amount of your budget. And I feel like it's just a base, and we try to get by with the little that we have.
Yeah, absolutely. And the guys don't complain about it.
Yeah.
You know why they don't complain about it? And that's the difference. I'm gonna tell you, cops are smarter than we are, man.
Sometimes
No, all the fucking time.
They
They
can't-
only work 12-hour shifts.
they can't shoot.
Yeah, listen, I don't give a fuck about their shooting ability. I'll tell you what, they don't they don't overwork a cop.
You
There's
can't.
no calling
You
back
can't.
a cop to
No.
fucking go do his job.
Yeah.
But they're gonna call you to go do your job,
For 48 hours.
72, some cases, because you can't staff the motherfucker right.
And when a
It's-
storm comes, you're going to be here until we decide you can go home.
Yeah.
And
Guess
you
what-
know
guess
why?
what- Yeah.
Well,
I'll
in
tell you-
Orange County, that what I've been told is that they have it slotted for, let's say, 1,500 people, but it's cheaper if they have 1,300 and they pay overtime instead of how much it costs to actually staff.
Oh,
1,500.
absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. The
And
most
so you're like,
expensive
oh.
thing about that one firefighter is the fucking first day they show up to work, insuring them, bunker gear, training, all that shit.
That's why it's hard to fire anybody.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But listen, this is the thing: is a cop is smart because they basically don't overwork them.
Yeah.
And if a cop has 10 minutes to get to a call that's non-life threatening, guess how many minutes they take?
10.
10 fucking minutes.
9:59.
You know what? You're I've been on a fucking cardiac arrest call before where they'll go engine 7. Can you go available for a call? You guys handle this? A motherfucker looked at me and said, "Can you handle this?" No,
No, I'm on a cardiac
No.
arrest.
I'm on a cardiac arrest.
Yeah.
So no, we can't handle it, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So you know what? That call's gonna either have to hold or shit.
Yeah.
But calls don't hold at the fire department.
No,
Yeah.
they don't.
They get dispatched and they'll get somebody else to come, and then
Across the county.
and I could see Jason on a call where they're asking, "There's a call on our first due. Call on our first due." You're thinking about that call on the first due because you want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that call on the
Yeah.
first due.
Well,
That's
it-
what I said.
Yeah, it all depends.
Yeah. Fuck that call,
But-
man.
I feel like at this point in his career, he probably wouldn't. He'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Is that
Well,
assisted
I'm not
living
going.
facility?
I'm
The nursing home?
I'm
No.
telling you this. It's a podcast.
So we got
Yeah.
Rob Gilmore.
Podcast
he
live.
put a comment up. Can you see it? You want to read
Yeah,
it?
you
to
want
us?
me to read it?
Yeah.
I found the transition from army to fire was a huge culture shock. The harder I worked, the more people seemed to hate on me. The firehouse politics is different for sure. Small station problems.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yep.
So we have a visitor from here at Johnny's filling station. You can talk on his microphone there. Tell people your name. We're live right now. Yeah, no,
Right there.
yeah.
I'm Sharon Slider.
Oh, hello, Miss Sharon. How you doing?
Good.
So we're As The Rotor Turns is what our
It's as the what?
As The Rotor Turns is the name of our podcast. And you're live with like first responders, firefighters, paramedic, nurses,
Oh, okay.
helicopter people,
Okay.
some other people do other stuff. You've been coming to Johnny's a long time?
First time, and I this is my second time.
Oh, yeah.
Long time caller, short time listener.
Yeah.
This place is great over here. You know,
Well, I got to say, I just went to the restroom and I
Yes.
saw you guys set up here. And I'm,
Number
what are
one or
they
number two?
doing?
no, she's not gonna tell people that.
Number one, because I had too much beer.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, I know this is a cute place.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
this place.
Yeah.
Been here forever.
Yeah. And
Say hi to the people out there. Do you ever encounter any first responders in your life at all?
Well, I have called the fire department because my this is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it real quick. So my alarm, well, actually our fire alarm.
Yeah.
And my husband didn't bother to fix it, and it was beeping,
Oh yeah.
and I was like,
That
I can't
happens.
believe he went off to work, and I came home at night, and I was like, how am I going to get this? It's beeping.
Yeah.
I couldn't fix it. It was
Yeah.
wired up, and he just pulled it out. And it was like,
Oh,
hanging.
man.
I'm like, how can you do that? So then I called Ocoee's Finest,
Oh yeah.
and Orange County, Ocoee.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they
Did you wait till
came,
3?
Fire department. I said, this is not an emergency, but I'm having issues. And they go, we're going to come down and we'll come over and fix it for you. And they were so sweet.
Oh yeah. My father-in-law's a retired Ocoee fireman.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they came in, 3 nice looking, and my 2 daughters were sleeping.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, what is
Good
she
for-
doing now?
Good for them.
And I'm like, yeah. And then they fixed it. That was, that's my story. It's just a
Awesome.
little comedy. And I
Oh well.
don't know how serious. Yeah. Now they got married.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I have a Coe fire son-in-law.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
shit, that's
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
expand on that.
yeah.
But no,
Oh,
I love first responder. They are just awesome.
awesome. Well,
Yeah.
nice to meet you. Thank you for coming on the show.
Nice to meet
Yeah.
you all.
All
Thanks
right.
for letting me on.
Yeah, no worries.
Well, you're in the family.
Yeah.
Kim Edelman says, "Hi, Carlos."
Hello, Miss Kim.
awesome.
How you doing?
How mom called the fire department and got a son-in-law.
Oh, so yeah.
Fucking awesome.
Story to be continued.
All I
from
can
Johnny's
think
filling
is that,
station.
yes, we really just love it so much when people call and say, well, this isn't an emergency.
Yeah, that boy is like, I'll fix everything.
Yeah.
What else is broke?
Yeah, let's see. Dick will pick that right there. You
Yeah.
want some dick?
Yeah.
Well, you
Your
got
daughter's
anything before we
pregnant.
leave?
Oh, it's a little weird that Trish isn't here. I hope
Man,
she feels better.
I'm gonna tell you
Yes.
what. I feel off balance.
I know.
No urban
I feel
legends.
off balance, but I will be eating somebody's ass in a few minutes. She'll
Oh.
be fixed. And she'll be fixed. Quick, fast, in a hurry.
I'll take one for the team here. Don't be an asshole.
Mhm.
We've been dealing with a handful of them lately, so there's just no need for it.
Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
just no need. We can all get
Absolutely.
along.
Well, what you got there, Hippo?
If you can take a look for firefighter Blake, take a look at his t-shirts.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
He's a young guy. He's a good guy, and any sport that you guys can do would be great. Along with the firefighter that got eaten by an alligator, got
But
bit
he's
by an
alive.
alligator.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully that man.
I got one over here.
Oh, he's got one. Bray, those are yours,
So,
buddy.
Oh, that's too manly for him.
You better.
That
wait.
is
I like to pick up
that is it.
Yeah.
I like the
You, Braley, what you got,
What
buddy?
you got, Braley?
guys, come out and better yourself. We've had a lot of cadaver classes. We've had teaching Trauma Hawk, and I love what Carlos says. We're a finishing company. Wherever you're at, we will make you better, and you'll go out there with more confidence. Crikes, you won't drown. You'll have a good time. But yeah, come on out, and we'll treat you good. Trish cooks too. It's amazing.
Yes, she does.
She's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great ass.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I only see non-gender ass.
Oh,
when it
well,
comes to Chris.
whichever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, man, like it's unbelievable how the job has changed, but it hasn't, and a whole bunch. Just people are getting a little smarter. We're getting a little bit safer. We're not doing weird things like bringing your gear into the bunk room because that's what you're gonna wear to calls. Times change, man, and I love when people say, "Hey, I'm old school. I like to do this old school," and that motherfucker does not ride a horse to work. You know what I'm saying? Like times have to change, and attitudes have to change, and personalities have to change, and we have to become more accepting of how people are, and not have any preconceived notions. Don't listen to rumors, because most of the times the rumors are wrong. So those are the things, listen, I don't sell classes when we come on this thing. It's more of a, me talking shit and feeling better about, life, and hopefully we make you feel a little bit better. So until the next time, well, go fuck yourself. Bye.